Uber and Lyft drivers out there. If you're on the shift, if you're off the shift, if you're tuning into this video, this questionnaire, my friends, puzzles the heck out of me, right? Are we now entering the Uber banking world? Are they trying to now facilitate loans? What are they up to? What do you think they are up to, right? So they say here, important information about the survey, and please let us know who got the survey. That's the one thing I'd like to be, I'm really interested to see who got this survey. The survey is meant to help us decide what kinds of products you might be looking for and would benefit you. Though Uber is always looking to develop new products, services, and features, potentially including lending products that can help you that can help you out, we may not ultimately create these features. What are they up to? So, if Uber provided access to affordable loans, how likely are you to take advantage of this product? You, the house, right? Whoever enters in here, say, hey, you know what? I would take advantage of this. I wouldn't take advantage of this. So they say highly likely, somewhat likely, neither likely nor unlikely, somewhat unlikely, highly unlikely, highly unlikely. I would guess I'd go for highly unlikely because I just really don't trust the setup here, right? If Uber provided loans, what amount are you most likely to request? Now, these are small loans, right? Less than $100, between $100 and $250, between $250 and $500, more than $500, not entirely sure. So I agree with you, Nelson. The smells of the payday loan sharks, right? This doesn't smell good to me at all. That's why I said that WTF, right? Then they say, what are the most important factors when deciding to take out a loan? Select all that apply, right? Low interest rate and fees. It's from a reputable institution. Impact on credit score. Flexible repayment terms. Maximum dollar amount. Others, please specify. Have you taken out a small loan of a dollar amount below $1,000 in the past 3 years? Again, tricky one, right? Them just fishing for information, yes or no. It's just a yes or no answer on that one, right? Sending my love to Nola, my friend Nelson. Kanka, how are you? So, if Uber provided loans, what amount are you most likely to request? We've gone through that, right? What do you think, folks? What are they up to? What is Uber up to? Are we going into the loan shark world? Are they trying to tie you to a loan so that they can bind you to Uber for a longer period? I mean, I hope that no one has truly hit desperation levels that they say, okay, I'm going to fill this out with the hopes that I'm going to get a loan, right? If I look at the history of, I'm doing great, buddy. Thank you for asking. If you look at the history of what they have been cooking up, right? This one sounds rather strange. It really does. So again, I'm going to keep this very, very short and sweet. For those latecomers, and this is obviously a super busy time. People are working right now. I don't expect anyone to be in the live stream. I just want to get it out. Who would trust Uber with money? Kyle is 100% right. Who would trust Uber with money, right? I mean, look, they burn it faster than they're making it, right? Do they need to get into this field so that they can, shave off some interest for them so that they can start repaying their debt, repaying their balloons, repaying, those supersonic salaries? I mean, what are they up to? Doesn't sound good. This doesn't sound really good. So hands up if you've filled this out. Hands up if you've received this. Hands up if you find this rather odd. And then most importantly, what do you think they are up to? We've expected to use Facebook Lira as currency on loans. Oh la la. My friends, so this is powered by Qualtrics. So they obviously teamed up. I'd have to look into what Qualtrics really does. Are they just a survey company? What do they do? But this is interesting, especially when it comes to the dollar amounts. These are not big dollar amounts, right? Are they feeding on desperation? Are they trying to feel people out? If people say, hey, I need more than 500, or, you know, what are the important factors? I mean, what are they trying to gain here from their base, right? What type of information are they trying to extract from drivers? You know, maybe they are going to bring in a loan company that they're going to team up with, and then they're going to structure specific packages for drivers. But again, what are they going to bind you to, right? How are they going to tie the driving side in? You know, are they going to deduct? Are they going to like try and, let's say, okay, we'll give you $500, but we will be deducting $10 out of each of your paychecks, right? And that's how you're going to repay it. Doesn't smell good. I smell a rat. I smell a rat. Anyway, my friends, short and sweet. Very intelligent, just jumped in here, just tuned in. If their bank became regulated, it would have the highest interest in a loan in the history of banks. True, very smart. Is it true that drivers that rent from Lyft, Uber to driver get paid a lower rate than people that own their own vehicles? I don't think they could do that. I don't think they can do that. I mean, you have the rental companies, right? On the one side, I know that Uber is partnering or has partnered with Fare. Hertz, I think, facilitates a lot to Lyft. But what you are asking me is like, if you're involved in a rental, are your payouts less than a non-rental? Am I understanding you correctly? Kyle says just more wasted money instead of fixing an already failing company. Yeah, I mean, are you trying to like get like little band-aid after band-aid after band-aid, coming up with just willy-nilly little ideas and solutions to try and generate some cash here instead of fixing the core issues, the core problems? Now, if you saw one of my, Tim Olsen in the house, how are you, buddy? How does Uber come up with this crap, he asks. That's why I made the video. How did they come up with this, right? If you look at my last video that I made on SoftBank, on the CEO, on the Japanese CEO, they're underwater, $600 million. They're one of Uber's major investors. I targeted my email at him, right? One of my subscribers said, hey, you're going after the executives all the time. Please start going after the investors and shareholders. Now, that was my strategy, my chess game that I have going on right now with Uber, that I will single out all of these individual investors and, you know, ask them the tough questions, put them in these videos, because collectively we just got to keep on putting pressure and more pressure from all angles, right? From all angles that, you know, safety is finally addressed. The safety issue is finally addressed, and that better rates are addressed. So the more pressure we can apply from every single angle, folks, the better. Romeo Bukala says, I just watch it. Okay, cool, thank you. And I brought a bit of Japanese language in there, so hopefully it starts spinning off into I did a lot of Japanese keywords, so hopefully it starts coming through to their audience, right? Because I can tell you in Japan, the CEO of SoftBank, and especially his son, is like a god, right? He's like, he just picks the best stocks. But I don't think he picked a racehorse on this one. I think he picked a donkey, right? And now this, as of Tuesday, this past Tuesday, when the stock hit its lowest point, SoftBank was 600 million in the minus on that specific stock on Uber. Collectively, with their 81 different investments, SoftBank declared 195 million loss. So their biggest upset, their biggest non-performing company has to be Uber, right? And the stocks are not looking great. And I'm not surprised that the stocks are looking great, because there are thousands of YouTubers, thousands of media outlets reporting on the same thing. They've been reporting on deaths lately, on assaults, on sexual cases, on rapes, on low earnings, low wages, Uber fighting them on AB5. And then I hear yesterday that Uber has spent $500 million on PR trying to better their image. Can you imagine they had just used that $500 million? Let's just think about this for 1 second. They spent this money on companies to try and clean up their image, instead of spending $500 million on the most core important issues out there, right? I agree with you, Boris. Robert Garrison got this yesterday. What a bunch of bullshit. I agree with you on that. If they took this $500 million that they spent on cleaning up the image, and obviously that didn't work out well for them, right? But if they put that money into key areas, let's say they looked at every single angle, and out of that 500 million, they would have taken 100 to 200 million dollars, right, to work on safety and security features, and so that these issues never ever happen again, right? If they took a huge chunk out of that $500 million and found proper reward and incentive plans for drivers, that we can truly do better versus this Uber Pro bullshit, right? It would have helped a lot, right? If they'd taken part of the $500 million, right, and I'm just saying, applying it in the right places, and start admitting to some of their mistakes. The problem with Uber and Lyft is, when they screw up, and they screw up a lot, they are not able to come out and come clean on issues and say, you know what, we messed up here, this is how we're going to make it up, right? They believe, or I think it's just in the culture of the company, maybe the path that Travis created is like, problems will go away. Hopefully most of the skeletons remain in the closet and don't come out at night and just stay right there. But if they do come out and walk around, these skeletons, hopefully they'll go away. Hopefully they'll vanish. Doesn't work like that. Doesn't really work like that, right? So Rideshare Phil says, just do what's right. Provide security and pay a decent wage, right? Part of this $500 million that they paid in damage control, image control, call it what you want, PR, image, services, blah, blah, blah. Why don't you go and spend $200 million on that, on start running background checks on all your passengers, right? Finding out that 15 or 20, maybe 10, 15% of those passengers are complete riffraff. You got to get them out. You got to just boot them out, kick them out of the system. Apps disconnected. Why? This criminal record, this, blah, 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 pedophile, criminal, you name it, out. That's not who we want in our car, right? And when you start eliminating this foul stench, the main core issues, then you will see that these media issues become less and less. There will be less and less sexual assaults. Why? Because you flushed them out. You spent of that $500 million, that you were using for PR companies to better your image. You could have spent $200 million on background checks, kicked out all of the problem passengers, and now have less bad press, right? Less deaths, less sexual assaults, less rapes, less crazies, right? Then, find out, I don't know, maybe they could get access to that data of, there's a lot of people that get into these cars that are like on full on drugs. This one guy that killed the pool driver was on PSP. Are there databases that you can access on mentally ill people, on people in drug programs? Why are they in our cars? Why are they endangering our lives, right? Why are two potential problems in pool getting into our car? I don't understand their thinking, their methodology on spending $500 million on a company, on services to try and clean up the image. Look, they spent an arm and a leg on 180 days of change. Huge failure. Who agrees with me? 180 days. I've heard every story under the sun. What was 180 days of failure, 180 days of BS, 180 days of nonsense. I've heard every slogan in the book, right? Then you come out and spend another $500 million to try and brush up your image. I ask you, Dara Kay, I ask you, Logan Green, please think of the most important issues right now, today, right? As we watch this, and that is safety and security. Do everything in your power, please. Spend the right money, please, so that you do not constantly end up negatively in the media, right? You are doing Band-Aid after spending money after money after money, trying to fix problems, covering up problems that'll come back again. Band-Aids, little fixes don't work. You got to attack the core of the core of the problem. I think we know what that is, right? Yeah, you can, Michael. You just have you can. You can do that in a class action suit. You could package up a good class action suit if you found the right law firm that would back you, but you'd have to have your torts, your causes, right? Why you bring the case. I'm just blown away why they are now, and this language sounds strange, important information about the survey. This survey is meant to help us decide what kinds of products you might be looking for and would benefit you, right? How can a guy buy products and services that will benefit him or her if they're in need of money? It's like a contradiction, right? They're trying to facilitate loans here, right? But they say, well, we're trying to sort of determine what products you might want to buy and what would benefit you, right? Though Uber is always looking to develop new products and services. Hang on one second. Your questionnaire is about a loan. The people that will apply to this loan obviously need money. And then on the other hand, you say, we're thinking of bringing out products and services and features, potentially including lending products. Why not just be truthful? We have a third party we thinking of bringing in, giving you these loans and tying you in even more, right? The verbiage it's so typical legal Uber, right? That can help you out. I don't think it's going to really help you out, right? We may not ultimately create these features, but we would like your feedback. We would like you to give us all this knowledge, right? How much time would you have to get above 4.85? not quite sure. Elaborate on that question. So they say, if Uber provided access to affordable loans, how likely are you to take advantage of this product? Highly likely, somewhat likely, neither likely nor unlikely, somewhat unlikely, highly unlikely. Highly unlikely, folks, for me at least. I am not engaging with this pathetic questionnaire. I'm sorry, right? If Uber provided loans, what amount are you most likely to request? Less than $100? Between $100 and $250? Between $250 and $500? More than $500? I'm not sure. What are the most important factors when deciding to take out a loan? Select all that apply. Low interest rate and fees. It's from a reputable institution. Impact on credit score. Flexible repayment terms, right? Maximum dollar amount. Others, please specify. Have you taken out a small loan of a dollar amount below $1,000 in the past 3 years? Yes, no. Why do you need to know this, Uber? What trick do you have up your sleeve? We don't know. I mean, good questions. BK Blazon, are they auto loans for drivers? Again, we don't know. This was a questionnaire that went out in certain markets. Eric is driving to surf. My brother is a CFO of a huge biotech company. I told him I was a driver for Uber. He laughed and said, Uber is a scam. There is no path to profitability. I can tell you that despite them owing me so much money on referrals, which I'm still going to get, I have managed to make it a very, very profitable business over the years, right? But in these last 6 months, my profits, my margins have gone down quite a lot. I'm still making profits, but I am definitely not making the profits that I did 1, 2, 3 years ago, right? But thank you for that feedback, Eric. I appreciate that. Sevakakopian, when will what? When will Lyft go under? We don't know. I don't know. I don't have an answer to that one yet. SS Sunkite says the loans are another way to generate revenue for short to long term. Now, your feedback crucially, I mean, what do you think they are up to? We have 62 people in the house. We'll have many other people coming into this video. If you reach this part of the video and I'm asking, what do you think Uber is up to? Please just leave a comment there, right? Like the video, give it a thumbs up, and just give us your opinion. What do you think they're up to, right? Saludos from Tampa, Florida. Marcus Suarez, how are you, my friend? Good. Hope you're doing well. Hope you're staying safe down there, brother. Hope you're staying safe in Florida, in the Carolinas. I hope everyone who's on that side has gotten out and is safe. That's the most important thing. Lulu says maybe slavery like a Walmart. Rideshare, they want to trap drivers just like the company store. Interesting. Ride or Die Share says payday loans with super high interstate, probably interest rate. You wanted to say there. Mike Agayanyan says one of the banks probably asked them to get some surveys back. Could be. But, I mean, you know, even if you're structuring this as a survey, it sends a very, very confusing message, right? When your core business is rideshare, your surveys, your questions should be around rideshare. When people start getting emails like this, oh, are they just using me for surveys? Like according to him, right? You know, what is this company? You become a joke, right? So if companies start approaching Uber and they're paying Uber a little bit of money. You can't be paying them much, right? If they want to do a survey through those few million drivers, right? The bottom line is you're diluting the rideshare message. You're steering away from the core of your business. And people say, well, what are you? Are you a florist? Are you a pawn shop? Are you a loan shark? What are you, Uber? So I think this is dangerous, what they're doing here, unless it's their intention to start Uber banking, unless it's their way of forming an alliance with another bank and start structuring loans so that they can bind and keep these drivers at their mercy. Right, Sheffield, criminal usury loans. Uber loans would likely be easier to get than bank loans, so I assume interest rates would be high for the desperate. I would agree with you totally on that. Hey, give this guy $100 to $500, and by the time he or she has repaid the $500, who knows? Maybe they repaid $1,200, right? Just doesn't sound good, man. You know, they already have an Uber debit card. Correct. Thank you for bringing that up, Ride or Die Share. Thank you. So they already have the debit card now. What are they extending? Are they doing like loans? Are they facilitating shark loans? What are they up to, right? I just wish we had someone on the inside who could give us a little bit of information. Peter Texera says they are proctologists, one could argue. I like that word. I've got to look it up. Danny from the Bronx is in the house. Uber is not a ride-sharing company. Their main focus is collecting data. Very good point. Very, very good point. The driver, Sensei HD, they know their drivers are desperate while driving at these rates and feeding off them. Also, very, very good points, all of them. Sean Anand says, Google knows already what you want to search and see your data on your smartphone. Also, very correct. Dustin is driving. Happy birthday, my friend. Let's all sing. Is it today, Dustin? Dustin, is it your birthday today? Is it? So Uber can give me some birthday money. Just say it. Is it your birthday today? Yes, it is. Okay, so we're going to sing. Everyone, you ready in this house? With 68 people. I actually want you to sing. Wherever you are right now, whether you're in Miami or Denver, we're going to sing along, right? Here we go. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Dustin. You are a rock star. Keep it on. Woo! Happy birthday, my friend. May you have many, many more. And I hope you're enjoying your 21st today with your family. Smakovich, birthday time. We should get some champagne out, right? You know what? Let's pop a bottle of champagne in the honor of Dustin. Give me uno momento, por favor. La, 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 la. Where is the champagne running around my brain? There we go. I did not know it was Dustin's birthday. Dun, da-da. Da-da-da-da-da-da. Da-da-da-da-da-da. La, 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 la. All right, my friends. Champagne. There it is. We are going to toast our dear friend who is one of the most amazing contributors to the rideshare industry, who I truly, truly cherish and enjoy having as a friend. I like his text messages. I like his phone calls. And I like every single video he puts out there. So you, my friend, deserve this. If you were here, we'd take you out for dinner. But you know what? We need to, let's see, we gotta get a little bit of a shake here, right? Whoop, whoop, whoop. Here we go, baby. Spray shit. Da-da-da-da. Dustin. Champagne. Should have taken a champagne glass. So let's all toast some bubbly, some champagne. Drop it like it's hot, Dustin. Thank you for everything you've done for drivers. I'm glad you stayed safe. I hope everything is well in New Jersey. I salute you. Notify me when you pass my subscribers. All records have to be broken. We'll drink once again when you do that. And you are a trooper. What you have done for people out there, the jobs that you've created, the intel, the knowledge that you have shared openly with other drivers, I can tell you, there's only 2 or 3 people that I know who have been true to the cause and have shared and have given. So we owe you big time. Here we go, my friend. Cheers! Get a little bit of a Oh shit, baby! Woo! I got frickin' everywhere. I sprayed my computer, the phones, everything. It's all good, my friend. It's all good. Beautiful. Got to clean up afterwards. Man, I got shit everywhere. I mean, not shit, but I got champagne everywhere. Cheers. Salute. Salute. Like they say in German, Prost, Prost. Chin, chin in Ruski. Russia, Nastarovia. Salut. French, à votre santé. Prosit, meine Freunde. And in Hollands, in the Dutch, gaan wel. Dustin, cheers. Ah, that tasted beautiful. Damn. I'm telling you, it's like mist here. There's like fog, champagne everywhere, all over the table, all over the computers, all over the cameras. What a mess, but well worth it. Well worth it. And I'm only going to have one glass because it's because it's a special occasion. And then when the girlfriend comes, I'm going to drink the rest with her. I ain't going to fucking chug the whole bottle down, buddy. I'm not 21 anymore. I used to do that. On my 21st, they made me chug 2 bottles down. Did it. Didn't feel good afterwards. Cheers, Dustin. Salut. Hey, S. Sankai, he deserves it, my friend. Just look at what he's done. So, you know, in life, you have to celebrate. You gotta celebrate all those reasons that need to be celebrated. So I'm going to share something with you, Dustin. Today is also my son's birthday, September the 5th. He turned 16. So Daddy was with him early on. Love you, my son, Dylan. Dustin and Dylan, D&D, both to you. Happy birthday. Happy sweet 16, my son. And he's a rock star. Love him, love him, love him, love him. What did he write? He said, my son wrote, thank you so much to you all for making this year so special. 16 years old. Happy birthday, Dustin. Happy birthday, Dylan. We toast you. Have a good one. And, you know, who cares about the stupid loan thing? We have other things to do. We got to celebrate, right? So celebrate late into the night, and then I'm not sure if you're going to be returning back to your home, or if you've moved to New Jersey entirely. I'm not sure. But whatever you do, stay safe. All the people on the coast, please stay safe. Follow instructions when they tell you to move or relocate. Don't bunker down. Nature is powerful, and Mother Nature is more powerful than you. That's all I can say. That's the lesson I learned out there. So he moved to the Jersey Shore. So that's permanent, right? No more Florida. Done with Florida. Wow. Okay, so you knew the storm. You had some idea the storm was coming. This obviously didn't influence it, or did weather patterns also influence your move? But hey, we wish you a fantastic start in New Jersey, to you and your family. Celebrate with them tonight. I'm going to actually head over to my son right now. I have a couple of more birthday presents that I have to deliver. And again, salut everyone. Love you all. Happy birthday, Dustin. Have a good one, my friends. Cheers.